What's going on, Duval? And welcome to the Football Roll of Juice. Back here for another NFL record prediction. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the Jacksonville Jags schedule in 2023. If that sounds good, don't forget to like it up. Of course, subscribe to the Football World with Juice for more NFL content just like this. And get in that comment section, Jags fans. How do you think your team's going to do this year? Are they going to make that next step into the elite category? Is Trevor Lawrence going to just continue to be that dude? Let me know. Now, let's discuss this schedule. All right, Jags fans. I just want to let you know, I'm buying in on your hype this year. I think that Jacksonville is going to take a leap this year. Like, top 4 teams in the AFC, in my opinion. That is all if Trevor Lawrence continues to develop, which I believe he will, as long as this team doesn't, get injury riddled. I love Calvin Ridley and what I've seen in training camp. I think he could be a comeback player of the year. Who knows? But yeah, so let's get into it. Week 1, you kick it off at Indianapolis. This is a weird game a little bit. Like, I think that you should be able to go in there and take care of business. Week 1, Colts aren't very good. You're going to be facing a rookie quarterback, a rookie coach, all that stuff. I think, and you've played well against the Colts in recent years, I'm going to say that you do go in there and go 1-0. Week 2, you play Kansas City at home. This is interesting, honestly. Like, I remember a couple of years ago when the Jags made the AFC Championship game against my team, the Pats. I believe we played you guys in Jacksonville in week 2, and you guys destroyed us. Like, after we knocked you out in the previous season. So, like, honestly, like, I could see that happening in this game. Like, this kind of gives me those vibes. But I am going with Kansas City just because it's early in the year. The Chiefs are typically special early in the year. Andy Reid always has these new offensive game plans, new schemes that we've never seen before. And yeah, I think you're just playing them at the wrong time of the year. I would say if you were playing them like a little later in the season, like maybe like week 10, week 11, maybe that's a game that you could win. But yeah. So week 3 you play Houston. I think you should sweep Houston this year. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, if there's your division is not very good, but I think if there's a team in your division that you should sweep, it's Houston. I mean, like, you're facing like Indianapolis, rookie quarterback, rookie coach, all that stuff. Like, yeah. Week 4, you play Atlanta in London. I'm gonna say that you beat Atlanta. I think you're the better team. You have the better quarterback, all that. Calvin Ridley revenge game, gotta love that. Week 5, you play Buffalo in London. This is a game you definitely could win. Like, I'm being honest. Like, I honestly flip-flop between this game every day. Like, I feel like one day it feels like you're going to be able to steal like a 24-21 game. The other, it feels like maybe Josh Allen's just too much for your defense. Like, Josh Allen versus Josh Allen. That's kind of funny. But I also feel like the Bills are playing with a chip on their shoulder too because of what happened the last time you played them, when I believe it was the Urban Meyer year when you beat them in like a terrible low-scoring game. So I'm going to go with Buffalo, but like, again, that's one that could go either way. Week 6, you play the Colts in Jacksonville. I do kind of feel like the Colts could beat you once this year, but I'm going to say you do sweep them just because they struggle in Jacksonville. You've had their number over the years, especially when it's been at home. And this is probably the weakest Colts team you've played in a while. So I got you winning that game. Week 7, you play the Saints in New Orleans on a Thursday night. I feel like that's just a tough matchup. You're going into the Superdome on a Thursday night. It's going to be loud. It's going to be rowdy. You just got to deal with all that stuff. And I think just you've been rolling to start the year. I think maybe your ego just gets a little high at this time, and the Saints just get you. Their defense maybe gets you, and you just give up a couple too many explosive plays. Maybe Alvin Kamara has a big game. Who knows? Week 8, I think you bounce back with a win over Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. I think I like Kenny Pickett. I like the Steelers coming into this year. I have more trust in Jacksonville because I trust their quarterback more. Week 10, so week 9 you got the bye. You're 6-2, looking pretty good. Or 5-3, looking pretty good, looking like a probable playoff team. Then you got the Niners coming out of the bye. I feel like you could win this game for sure, but I'm just going with the Niners because I feel like their offense, with the way it's schemed up by Kyle Shanahan, they're going to be able to figure out your weaknesses on your defense, which I think is probably going to be like what holds you back this year a little bit. Like I still don't love your defense, but I don't hate it either. Like I feel like it's just right in the middle. Like it's still got room for improvement. Week 11, Tennessee at home. I think you'll beat the Titans the first time. I think it's possible you do sweep the Titans. Like you could sweep your entire division, and I would not be shocked at all. Like honestly, like your division is not that good. Like this division is yours to lose. Like I just want to let you know that. Week 13, you play the Bengals at home. I believe I picked the Bengals to win this game. Yeah, your defense versus their offense. Joe Burrow is a baller. I know I like Trevor Lawrence too, but I could definitely see that one going either way, though. Like that's definitely one that could go either way. I think in the Bengals one, I picked the Bengals to win this one, and I'm gonna stick with that one right now. Only I could definitely change that, like depending on how each. I could probably change this one, like when it gets closer into the season. Week 14, you play Cleveland in Cleveland. I feel like this is also a loss for whatever reason. Like I just have a feeling like cold weather. Deshaun Watson, maybe he has a big game here. The Browns are going to want to play that tough, grind it out, gritty football. Maybe Nick Chubb has a big game. Nick Chubb's hurt for this game, though, which he might be because he's usually hurt at this point in the year. I'd probably pick you guys to win, honestly, but I'm going to say that Cleveland does win for now, but that's another one. It could definitely go either way. Week 15, you play the Ravens at home. I think you do beat the Ravens again this year. I know you did last year. That was kind of a nice little comeback right there. I'm going to say that you beat them again this year. Week 16, you play the Bucs in Tampa Bay. I think you win this game. I think by this point in the season, the Bucs will just be whatever. They won't be playing for anything at this point in the year. They'll be looking to get a high draft pick. Week 17, you play Carolina at home. I think you win that game. And then week 18, the final week of the season, I'm going to say that you do sweep the Titans, only I'm not I think that maybe like if you've clinched division already and maybe Trevor Lawrence sits this game and maybe the Titans do. But I don't it's tough though. But yeah, so I got you going 11-6. That'll probably be like you'll probably be the 4 seed in the AFC, but I think again you're gonna make it. I think you guys are making a big leap this year. You're gonna win the South. I think you're gonna be winning playoff games. I think you're a sneaky Super Bowl team if everything goes right. I love Trevor Lawrence coming into this year. I love Doug Peterson as a coach. I think he's a great guy to lead this group of men. I love Calvin Ridley. Like I said, I feel like Calvin Ridley's going to make a comeback in the NFL this year and be just the stud that he's always been. And yeah, so yeah, there it is, 11-6. Let me know, Jags fans, what do you guys think your team's going to be like this year? Thank you so much for tuning into the Football World with Juice today, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.